Good morning, TL Travelers, and welcome back to the TL Travel YouTube channel. If you are new here, you probably don't know that we just returned home from Mexico. So I'm at home today, as I am most days, isolating and waiting for the results on my PCR test on arrival at the Edmonton, Alberta airport. And yeah, I thought that this might be a pretty good opportunity to just kind of like do an updated day in the life working from home video for you guys. So I've started my morning with a peppermint tea in an attempt to keep up with my New Year's resolution to like cut down on my coffee. I'll still usually have a kick of caffeine, make myself a coffee like midway through the morning with breakfast, but starting my day with tea. And I'm just going to take probably like an hour to 2 hours right now and get updated on my social media. Right now I'm doing social media work for 6 different businesses in addition to my business. So I'm going to do social media this morning and then also get caught up on any emails that might need some attention. And then yeah, we'll see where the day goes. I have some like filming and other fun stuff planned in addition to filming this, obviously. So yeah, hopefully that works out, but really, you just never know. So if you're interested, grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee and like just hang out with me as I work from home, and you know, hope I don't have COVID. I know I don't, but yeah. Okay, let's just get this day started. Okay, so some time has passed. I finished up all of my emails and social media for this morning. I couldn't really like show you the accounts that I was working on for like privacy purposes, but you got the gist with my reenactment there. So I did all of my social media engagement and then some planning as well. I use the Plan app for managing multiple accounts and I really like it. I know a lot of people use Later. I just cannot figure out how to make that work for me. So yeah, so that's what I go with. But I did that this morning, answered some emails, ended up in some like LinkedIn conversations and things like that, booked some meetings, and now I am on to my coffee for the day, which is what I wait for. The tea thing is great, New Year's resolution. Working on switching it out altogether, but yeah, so I had my tea this morning, got coffee now, and then I have some toast with peanut butter and raspberry jam for like my brunch sort of thing, because I didn't eat anything this morning, which is typical for me to just eat breakfast and dinner, or like a late breakfast and dinner. So now I'm back on my computer, and this is normally where I would do editing and design and things like that for clients, but because I just came home from Mexico, this day is like a little bit slow for me. They didn't schedule me a lot of things to actually do, and I have my Mexico videos to edit, which is like one of my favorite things, coming back from a trip and looking through all of the footage, because like I get to see all that behind the scenes stuff that I don't always share with you because it's sometimes ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, this.
For those of you on the other side of the camera, they're just currently luring me back to a location where my feet can touch the ground so I don't drown and die.
You're on the other side of the camera.
I'm on the other side of the camera. No, this is watching.
So yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy my like brunch and coffee and do some editing. Typically it takes me like an hour to an hour and a half to sort through my footage, because I do a pretty good job of sorting it as I go. And then it's usually, I wanna say like an hour to 2 hours, depending on like how complex the video is, to like edit it, everything from like actually like editing it to adding text and pop-ups and things like that, color correcting and all of that jazz. And then like uploading SEO, all of that fun stuff on YouTube. So start to finish, got an afternoon kind of for me. And just to be clear, generally I would do this in my home office, but fun fact, and I don't know if any other remote workers do this, but when I come home from a trip, I unpack like at the kitchen island or like outside of my office because I'm just not ready to be back in the office yet. And then I usually work from that location for like a few days before I slowly sort of like trickle back into my home office. I don't know, just another fun fact about me. Okay, sounds good. Okay, talk to you later. Okay, bye. Okay, so I'm back. Editing done, and then I had a work call that I had to hop on. I don't know. Well, I know that I'm not the only person who's like this, but I have such a hard time, like, phone calls already just are like not something that I love, and I have a really hard time sort of focusing on what's being said without writing everything down, because like my brain just in general, like in conversations, whether it's work related or not, processes things a little bit slower. Derek knows this. And so like calls in general can be really difficult for me, but there's like also an element of anxiety involved. So like one of my coping mechanisms, I guess, for when I'm like on the phone is to pace. I pace around wherever I'm walking, like just on regular calls, but generally on work calls, I can't continuously pace because I have to stop and take notes and like make sure that I'm getting all of the information that I need to get. And I don't know, this probably sounds incredibly over dramatic, but like if you're a person who has like auditory, whatever it's called, like auditory processing issues and things like that, yeah, you'll know what I mean. Please like drop a comment if you can feel me on that one. So anyway, now I'm off the phone. That call was probably 35 minutes. Get off the call, and like I was in such a like a focused mindset, totally hyper focused on work and getting everything done, and then like I get a phone call, and by the time I get off the call, I'm exhausted. Like my brain is exhausted, I'm like emotionally exhausted, and you just like don't want to do anything at all. You just want to go to bed. That's how I feel right now. So I can't do that because I do have to work. But my plan had also been today, I had hoped that I would be filming like a sit down video or like a talking head video for you guys. It doesn't look like that's gonna happen because of this project that just came up. I can't really talk a lot about it because it's like for a private client. But that just gives you a little bit of insight into sort of how things tend to work for me anyways. I have to like have a pretty flexible schedule, which I enjoy. Like it, pros and cons, right? I'm flexible in the way that like people can call me at any time during the day, and if I have the availability, I can get projects done for them when that wasn't necessarily in my plan. And like, I guess that could technically be a con, but pro in that I get to work wherever I want, first of all, and also whenever I want. So I can choose only to work when I'm most productive for the most part. And that also makes a huge difference in just like how I'm able to operate. Because I did work in an office or like had a 9-to-5, even 9-to-5 remote for a while. And that's just not when I'm most productive, period. So yeah, it's really nice in that way. So I am going to not be able to film that video today, and it might actually be a blessing in disguise because the topic for that video, I'm gonna answer some questions for you guys. Sorry. This is how scattered my brain is when I get off of a simple phone call. Anyways, I'm gonna do a sit down video where I talk to you guys about Mexico and just like answer some questions and talk about like the like safety measures and things that were in place. So what I'll probably do is by the time this video goes up, this will already long be done, but I'm gonna post to Instagram and like ask for some suggestions or questions that you guys might have that I can answer in that video, just like so that, you know, take tailor my content to you guys and what you guys want. So I'm gonna get down into this project and then I'm going to just make dinner and probably call it a day. Yeah, this ended up being a less exciting day than I had expected, sharing wise, but I hope that you guys enjoyed the little sneak peek into my life anyways. And in the next video or the video after that, depending, I'll do that sit down video for you guys answering some questions. And then it's gonna be my birthday. Your girl's turning 35 years old. Hello. So I'm going to hopefully be able to go and do something fun for that. So I'll bring you along for all of that. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So if you have not already, hit that like and subscribe button. Definitely go ahead and do it. I will link some videos from Mexico down below. And until I see you next Sunday, stay great, travel safe, and I'll see you then. Bye guys.